you talked about a psychopath that went after that young lady. And on that, even if she was a prostitute, does that even matter? She's dead in the water.
Exactly.
Why would you bring that up? Psychopaths, killers, people who would go through that process of taking someone's life, whether it's a plan or whether it's an outburst of anger and violence. How many of these people exist in daily society, do you think?
So we don't sort of make people look at everyone. Just look at that bloke. And it's a thing that psychopath or sociopath that can be thrown out very loosely.
Do you do that? When you're at the shops, do you look at that bloke and go, I'm a bit sus on you?
I hate to say
Of course you do.
this. No, I hate to say it. Please don't take offence. The beard. Now, I sat in an interview room with one of the worst killers I've dealt with. He was a bad human being, psychopath, 100%. And he had a beard, not dissimilar to the beard that you've got. I call it, say, a Ned Kelly beard. For a long time, every time I looked at someone with a beard like that, I'd be going, oh, yeah, because this bloke was a look, and I don't. You can beat this out if you have to, but this bloke was a murdering pedophile, and he had had a big long beard, and I was seeing threat in that. So that sort of changed. That distorted my view of appearances and that. But
fucking hell, Gary, Jesus.
Sorry, don't take it to heart. I've got over it. I'm not.
How could I possibly take that to heart? I'm a murdering pedophile. But go on, good on you.
But that aside, there's not a lot of them out there. It's I won't say a handful. There's more than that I've sat or went for as a homicide detective, trying to catching them. There's a lot of people that are murderers that, organised crime. There's some psychopaths in there, but a lot of times, like bikies and that, they're just people that are looking to belong to a family. And quite often it's like kids that haven't grown up from school. And I'm not saying that across the board for bikies, but they want a sense of belonging. And they haven't got the emotional intelligence to de-escalate. And sometimes violent acts happen because you said this to me, I said that to you, and it escalates up like that. And then someone gets stabbed or shot. And I see a lot of that. I don't necessarily think all people that commit crimes are bad people, or even the bad people, there's some goodness in them. I'm a big one for that yin-yang side of things. And so I've developed relationships with people that have been bad, and I've dealt with them over the years. And I can have a conversation with them. I can sit down and talk to them, and I can see there's some goodness in them. And perhaps that sliding door moment in life took them down a path that they haven't been able to turn around. And I think it's sad when you see that, because you see people that, Jesus, their life could have been completely different if they just took that different path when they're at that crossroad.
Yeah, and I guess it comes down to the life they lived before they got to an adult, and the whole idea that at one point this piece of shit was a baby, and what's happened to that person from that point forward. Have they been dropped on their head? Have they been abused? If they are displaying these sexual tendencies towards children, did that happen to them? I mean, there's so many things that can happen to a person, and obviously it doesn't negate the horrible things they have done, but it certainly gives you an answer and an understanding, as a copper or as a civilian, why has this happened, or how has this happened? It sort of gives you an idea of how this has even occurred.